Earth Mother Health Foods is the largest and oldest health store in southeastern Missouri. It has been a staple in Farmington for over 32 years and has been owned by Ms. Visnosky for 25. They sell over 300 bulk medicinal items and culinary herbs.
I have been here 32 years, but somebody had worked on me for several years before I gave in. I was a tour guide in St. Genevieve because I live in St. Genevieve County for years, and I loved that job. And I would come over to this little bitty health food store in Farmington. I'd come over here and buy stuff from her, and every time I'd come over, after a while when she became acquainted with me and realized I knew so much about health foods and the herbs and all that stuff, and every time I would come over here, she would say, "You need to buy this." I'd say, no, I don't. I got a job in St. Genevieve. I just love doing tours. And I'd tell her all that stuff, Well, every time I'd come, every time. But the last time I came in, she said something that turned it around. She said, "You know what? You know all this stuff. You could help a lot of people if you were to buy this store." And that got me. That was what triggered me into buying it, and I bought it in 1990, and I've been here 32 years. The people weren't real friendly to me. They were like I was from somewhere else, and it was kind of hard. It was like I wasn't one of them, and that was hard, that first couple, 2 or 3 years. It takes a big, pretty good-sized town and a lot of people to make one of these things go, because a lot of people don't know about health food. You kind of have to get educated to know what you're doing. These people in here, it's unreal what they know. Almost everyone, I will say every one of my employees knows a section of this store that I don't know as well as they do, because it's all kind of divided up in sections, each one that have made themselves very knowledgeable on what these herbs are and how they help. Now, we can't prescribe, but we can tell you how it helped our children, our grandchildren, or others, or yourself. You can always talk about yourself, but we can't prescribe because we're not doctors or nurses. I always wanted to do something where we could respect our first Native Americans, because let me tell you, folks, they didn't hurt the earth at all, and we've sure messed it up in the years we've been here. But anyway, if people want to come in and visit it, I love people come here. They can come in here and get one of our books that's on the shelf, read it. I had man in here the other day for 2 hours and reading, and I want it to be a place where you can pay respect to the first Native Americans, and a place that feels comfortable. You always have some people that are trying to sell the same thing you are. But here, the difference, what makes me different from them, everything that comes through this store has to be approved by the National Products Association. Every single thing. Words are cheap. You can put anything on a label. You know what I mean? Pretty much, if you put 1 drop of it in there, you can say it's got so-and-so in it. But here, everything is third-party tested. Everything in this store is third-party tested. They know they're getting the best natural stuff they can get. Probably try to get acquainted with the area a little better, to where you don't feel like you're from somewhere else. I see it continue to grow, because it continues to grow. It was unbelievable what we did during those 2 years, the worst of that pandemic, because we helped so many people and the word got out. And this thing can't do anything else but grow.